What is the true nature of the ultimate reality? I don't believe I've ever heard anyone speak about that before. Well, mainly because I don't know how you'd know that since nobody's ever experienced it or ever been there. The only way to know about it for sure is you would have to have had communication with the creator. And I don't mean the lower devas or the, you know, lower gods and this and that and stuff. I'm talking about the God of God, all gods. And that's the only way you'd know what it is. Now, a lot of people talk about it in a sense that they say it is awareness. Everything is awareness. Your awareness, God's awareness, everything is awareness. And it's all one awareness. Well, they're wrong in that everything in every awareness is one awareness. That's not true. Because the problem with that is they've misinterpreted Advaita and created this non-duality scenario, which may end up being the ultimate truth in a sense for those individuals that are on the path to non-duality, which is a type of, I guess you could call it hell in the Christian terms. It would be sort of like that. So let me explain awareness. So there's no such thing as physicality in the ultimate reality. And where is the ultimate reality? Well, there is no where is. It just is. This particular reality is an illusion created from the ultimate reality. This illusion, this reality is created by the Creator God. Same with our bodies and all that. And it's one universe, one thing, one. We exist in this as a participant in the illusion that the Creator God created. But it emanates from the nothingness reality, because the only reality that really exists is the reality of nothingness. And in that reality of nothingness, there exists entities of awareness. Their consistency is the consistency of intelligence. It's the consistency of love. And those, of course, things are not constrained by time or physicality or anything of that nature. And there's an endless supply of these awarenesses or these intelligences, or call it whatever you want. I call it the essence, the root core essence of what you are is one of those. So in that ultimate reality that is the only reality and everything else is an illusion, the people that have progressed along far enough, or the entities or the whatever, have progressed far enough that their progression has come to a halt. And the reason is because it has developed into its fullest extent. And some would say, well, if you're one with God, then you've developed to your fullest extent, and that particular extent is friends with God. I mean, you're one with God, the same. But being the same doesn't mean you are one. You are so similar, there's no distinction between the two other than by name or by There's one individual and there's another individual. They both have the same values in judgment and in love and all of that sort of thing. But there are demons and devils and such. And of course, in a reality of nothingness, they can intermingle because there's no way to create a wall. There's no way to create a subdivision between them. But the issue is that there is no way to intermingle with another awareness if that other awareness doesn't want to intermingle with you. I mean, there needs to be a permission type thing. You can't impose your will upon another entity of awareness. This is why the ultimate being, or the ultimate God, the absolute is, I don't like that term actually. I think it's degrading to Brahman. It's degrading to, I guess you could call it Elohim. I don't, who knows? I mean, there's no name. It just is the ultimate God. This particular God is the embodiment of love. And in that embodiment of love, you can, through invitation, of course, be one with that awareness entity of Brahman. And of course, you will go on forever, infinity, as being friends. Now, there could be an infinite number of friends that are one with God, that are just like God. But the thing is when entities end up being evil, like a devil, for instance, they cannot reside or cling to or impose their will upon the entity of God, or you, or anybody else. And so here's what happens. Since nobody wants to be one with them, then they end up being all alone. And since the expanse of nothingness is indefinite in size and shape and form, it's nothing. It has no form. It's so if no entity wants to have interchange or intermingle with you because you're a hateful bastard and you're a devil, then when the ultimate judgment is a word they use takes place and you've developed to the fullest extent, there's no point in repenting because you're never going to change. So nobody wants to be one with you, which means you're all alone. In that scenario, you're not snuffed out of existence, but you might as well be. You're a devil and nobody wants to be one with you. So now you have the ability to indefinitely create your own worlds, your own universes, because it's all being done under your own spaceless, sizeless ability to do whatever it is you can do to think of, out of your awareness, create your own reality. And in that respect, non-duality would be a true assessment of reality, because that particular devil can create an infinite number of worlds and universes and create his own people and create his own people to be able to torture and maim and all of this kind of stuff. And he can pretend that they are suffering and all of this kind of stuff, but they're all him. They're all it. And he's inventing it all. It's like in a dream, torturing a victim in your own dream. Well, there's no one being tortured because you created it yourself. That is the epitome of non-duality. So these people are talking about non-duality, which is hell, essentially. But that doesn't mean everything is one. It's only one for you in your hell. There is an unlimited multitude of entities or essences that could be here, there, whatever. And of course, with God, there may be an infinite number of friends, but there's no way to discern shape, size, or distance, or anything of that nature, because it's awareness, it's love. And so it expands, but that's kind of a bad word to use too. But I guess you could say expands, because you have more oneness of essences. This is like way over the heads. I mean, this stuff isn't written anywhere on the planet Earth. It never has been written, as far as I know of. And I didn't invent this myself. These are the things that God told me over the years. And when I say told, don't think for 1 minute that there's a voice talking to me or this or that or whatever. That's not the way it works. Visions and revelations and manifestations and those kinds of things are not, if they come from the Most High, let's put it that way, they are not angels appearing to you or voices in the wilderness or whatever. Those are devas, those are lower gods, those are demons. They can be whatever they want to be, but they're not the end-all be-all God, Brahman, or whatever, because that never takes place in a physical body or this or that or whatever. It's different, and I honestly don't know how to express how it takes place. But I will say that it is through the most intensive love that you can possibly imagine. It takes place. It happens in a place of love, either in your dreams or in waking daylight hours or whatever. You can definitely discern the difference between this illusory reality and that, but I don't really know how to describe it, other than I'm giving you the information from that particular realm. And so I can tell you the information, and of course you can judge if I'm a crackpot or if I'm, well, I can't be lying to you, because I'm just telling you a story. You're the one to determine whether it's a lie or truth. That's your prerogative. It's my prerogative to tell you what I know to be true. Anyways, I thought I'd throw that out there. That's not the kind of information that everyone would be interested in, I don't think, because there's no way to prove it. There's no way to verify it. I mean, you actually have to do it yourself. You can take it on faith, but yeah, it's very. There's no way to prove it or anything of that nature. You just have to know it for yourself, and if you ever get there, you'll understand what I'm saying. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day again.